Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still dealing with some overcast conditions out there this morning. We did see that lowest layer break up a little bit. It's just broken around 6,500 feet and overcast at 9,000 feet. Otherwise, temperatures into the 50s now, around 53 degrees. We have a southerly wind around 10 to 13 miles per hour with peak winds up to 18 miles per hour. If we take a look at the current surface now, so we have a warm front that will be lifting through the area as we go through the day today, and then we have that area of low pressure up near the Great Lakes with a trailing cold front that will continue to progress to the northeast and bring that cold front into our area as we get into the evening hours. Out ahead of it, we'll see some showers pushing through as we go through the overnight, and then we'll see that boundary actually push through during the morning hours on Friday, where we'll see the wind shift out of the northwest, slightly breezy with some cooler air moving in for the weekend. We look at the upper level winds from this morning's balloon sounding. We have some south-southeasterly winds near the surface becoming southwesterly to westerly as we go up through the column. We're seeing winds 22 knots near the surface, gradually building up to a peak wind around 60 knots at 20 to 25,000 feet. The freezing level this morning was at 7,800 feet. Take a look at the current visible satellite. We could see we got the radar over top of this as well. Dry over the local area with plenty of cloud material with those southerly to south-southeasterly winds over the local area. Temperatures getting into the 50s locally. We see some showers well off to the west with some embedded lightning, but otherwise just cloudy conditions and mild as we start our day. We look at the short-term high-resolution model to see how that activity plays out as we go throughout the evening. As we go through the day today, expecting mainly dry conditions, but as the warm front lifts north through the area, we could see a slight chance this afternoon of a light sprinkle or light shower pushing through. Then we should see things on the mostly dry side. We'll also see temperatures rising as we go through the day, as well as increase in those winds as we get particularly later in the day and into the evening hours. We'll see things becoming quite breezy with a continued warming temperatures, and then we'll see the boundary start to approach the area, and this scattered showers out ahead of it, those should start to push through as we get closer to the midnight hour, but the best chances likely around 2 a.m. and then those showers will push through and start to clear the coast likely before sunrise, but we will keep a slight chance, the very slight chance of a light sprinkle just after sunrise as the boundary itself pushes through, but not looking like a great chance, and it would likely be a very light sprinkle, if any at all. This event not looking to be a soaker by any means, expecting about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, maybe a little less if the line of showers starts to break apart as it approaches the area. And then we'll see things dry out with some slightly breezy conditions behind that. We'll see cooler, more seasonable air start to move into the area as we go into the evening hours. Zoom out and take a look at the GFS to look at the long-term forecast. As we go through Friday evening and into Saturday, we'll see continued slightly breezy conditions, and then this upper level trough will continue moving over the local area, and we'll have a area of low pressure trying to develop off the coast that will help keep the tight pressure gradient and keep things fairly breezy as we go through the day on Saturday. It'll be on the chilly side with chillier wind chills with seasonable actual temperatures as we go through the day, but keep some clouds around with the upper level trough over the area, and then we'll see those start to break up going into Saturday evening and into our Sunday. We'll see high pressure building in, partly to mostly sunny skies, and the same will continue as we go into the day on Monday with just some seasonable temperatures and expecting things to remain dry. We'll see our next possibility of some precip moving into the forecast as we get into the day on Tuesday, where we have this weak low pressure over the Great Lakes area trying to come together, and some energy that would be moving into the area, possibly a weak boundary that possibly support some light showers pushing through as we go through the day on Tuesday, and then those will quickly clear out of here. It looks like at the moment by Tuesday evening and into the morning hours Wednesday, where we'll see a brief period of high pressure building in once again behind that and things drying out a bit. And it looks like towards the end of the week could have another slightly stronger low pressure system coming together over the northern part of the country, bringing another chance for a cold front moving into the area, but we'll see how that plays out as we get a little closer to the event. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, again expecting a warming trend generally as we go throughout the day today and into the evening, expecting a high of 56 by this afternoon and the temperatures warming up to around 59 as we go into the evening. This evening we'll see those winds pick up a bit as we go into the evening as well, starting off south 8 to 13 knots this afternoon, gust up to 18, then we'll see a gradual increase peaking around south-southwest 18 to 23 knots, a gust up to 30. That would be in the early morning hours as those showers are moving through. And then we'll see just a low temperature around 50 degrees with the rain cooling the air down a bit, and then we'll see a slight rebound as we get into the beginning of Friday, starting the day around 55 degrees. Will remain cloudy today as we go through the day. We'll see a chance of a few breaks in the lowest layer, but otherwise just overcast remaining as we go through the day. We'll have that slight chance of a light shower or sprinkle during the afternoon hours, so we do have that yellow risk there for precip. And then we'll see the better chance as we get past the 11 p.m. time frame and continue increasing the chances becoming likely as we get around the 1 to 2 a.m. time frame, where we could see a very slight chance of a thunderstorm embedded within these showers, but that looks to be about a 15% chance or less, not enough for any colors here on the risk chart, but we do have that yellow chance starting into the evening for the precip and then becoming orange as we get into the morning hours for Friday. We'll also keep that yellow chance for those reduced ceilings and visibilities with the showers moving through. Excuse me, and then we'll see our chances of a wind advisory increasing as we get into the later part of the afternoon and into the evening, starting off yellow, increasing up to an orange chance as we approach midnight, and then becoming likely as we go through those overnight hours, as mentioned, with those peak winds, peak gusts around 30 knots as we get into the early morning hours, and then we'll see those winds slowly start to taper down a bit as we go into Friday, but remaining slightly breezy. We'll see tides running about a half a foot above normal at the moment, and looking at the next couple of days, Friday will start off mostly cloudy with that very slight chance of a light shower early as the front itself moves through the area. We'll see a mild start to the day with a high around 55, and then we'll see temperatures start to fall behind the front as winds shift out of the northwest later in the day into the afternoon, and we'll see clouds start to start breaking apart a bit too, becoming partly cloudy excuse me, later in the day as well. We do have that yellow risk for winds at or above 25 knots, expecting things to remain slightly breezy behind the front, and that will continue as we go into Friday evening with continued partly cloudy conditions. We'll see more seasonable air start to move into the area, but it will be on the chilly side with those slightly breezy conditions, so we'll have wind chill values in the 20s. The actual temperature will be a low around 30 degrees, so we do keep that yellow risk for those winds at or above 25 knots through the evening. And then as we go into Saturday, we'll start off partly cloudy, and then we'll see some mostly cloudy times as that trough moves over the area. We'll actually see the breeze pick up a bit as area low pressure tries to deepen off the coast. Otherwise, we'll see seasonable temperatures, but once again, it'll be on the chilly side as we have those breezy conditions. We'll see wind chill values at the coolest parts of the day in the upper 20s, and then the warmer parts of the day we'll see low to mid 30s for our wind chill values, but the actual high of 44. But we do have that orange risk for seeing those slightly breezier conditions, orange risk for winds above 25 knots for our Saturday. If you look at the next 7-day outlook, as we go into Sunday, we'll see clouds start to break up with a mix of mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions for Sunday, and Monday will be slightly breezy early on Sunday, and then we'll see the breeze calm down quite a bit as we go throughout the day and into Monday. But seasonable temperatures with highs in the mid to upper 40s and low temperatures in the mid 20s. And as we go into Tuesday, we'll see that next chance for some rain moving into the area, looking at about a 30% chance at the moment, but otherwise mostly cloudy with a slightly milder day with a high around 52 and a low around 36. And as we go into Wednesday, we'll see things dry out once again with some partly cloudy conditions. A fairly mild day with a high around 55 and a low for the morning hours around 44 degrees. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.